Welcome to Mindful Flow. My name is Alexandra. Wonderful to see faces here. I've been instructing for about a year now, so I'm really excited to have this opportunity. I love flow, so I will definitely be doing chaturangas and a little bit of balancing poses and strengthening work. But with Nivata's whole theme, we'll also be taking into the slow and listening to our breath and our body. So to begin, you're in the right spot. Easy pose. If you can find a long spine, you also are welcome to roll up your mat if you need to. So tune into your body here. Shoulders on top of ribs, on top of hips. Your arms can be at your sides, maybe on your knees. Relaxed in the moment. Deep body breaths. Exhaling out any tension. A few more times at your own pace. Feeling your breath move through your body. Maybe opening up some parts that are tight, bringing awareness to how you feel right now. And then giving yourself this space and time to let go and do what's just right for you. Inhale, arms up to the sky, shoulders down and back. Go over to your right side and stretch the side body. Inhale, arms up, over to the other side. Stretch the side body. Inhale, arms up. We're gonna do that one more time, over to this side, but then this time, like waves crashing, flowing through the ocean, over to the other side. And again, forward. And one more time, back to this other side, stretching the side body, and upright position. From here, bring your hands to your mat and find a child's pose. So open up your knees nice and wide, sit back, allow your forehead to rest on the mat, lengthening your arms, forehead down and relaxed. Those deep body breaths here as well. One more breath. Exhaling out any tension. Next, inhale, come to a tabletop position. Hands just below shoulders, knees below hips. Wagging your tail from side to side, starting to move the spine. Going into cat-cow, inhale, look up right in the chest, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, belly button to spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog, hips to the sky. Now take a moment to really feel your down dog. You can walk out your down dog. Press your hands with more energy into the mat. Open up your chest towards the earth as your back brightens to the sky. Full body breaths. 3 more breaths here. On your next inhale, start walking your feet towards your hands. And as soon as you get there, grasp your elbows. You may bend your knees a little. The idea is to let your upper body relax forward as you stretch in ragdoll. You can sway from side to side. Maybe nod your head. One more breath here. Now release your hands and gently roll up through each vertebrae, standing tall. Arms come to absolute into heart center. Closing your eyes, feeling your feet hold you up, maybe picking up your toes and then pressing them back into the earth. As your legs tighten, your core engages, shoulders down and back. Feeling this gentle power in the now, holding yourself here. Inhale, arms sway up, salute. And then exhale to mountain pose. We're gonna do this same breath meditation real quick, this time with our hands facing forward, shoulders down and back. Bring any intention you'd like for this class today. And inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward and plant your hands, come to a push-up position. We'll stay here for a moment. You can sway back and forth like so. And then make sure your core is engaged, belly button to spine. Now with control, keeping all of your bones in line, shoulders and hips, belly button to spine, come down to the mat. Once you're there, you may wiggle your hips, maybe your forehead, releasing any tension. And on the next inhale, cobra position. Hands right below shoulders, right in the chest. Exhale back down. Cobra 2 more times. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Next inhale, pick yourself up to tabletop position. Begin to wag your tail again. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Now, inviting more of a creativity with this. See if you can express more of yourself here and maybe go further into each pose. Tune into what feels good. Where does your body want to go? Maybe even almost down to a child's pose for your cat. And then flowing through a back bend forward for your cow. A few more times. Waking up the spine here. And then we'll come to tabletop position. Still here. Cow. Inhale, cow. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog, hips to the sky. Walking out your down dog. 3 breaths. On your next inhale, walk your feet towards your hands, meeting in forward fold. From here, bring your hands to your shins, extend your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up through each vertebrae. Inhale, absolute heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Exhaling any tension. Inhale, arms reach up, salute. Exhale, swan dive. Our first chaturanga. So stepping back to a push-up position, flowing down, inhaling on an up dog if you're ready, or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Together, pick up your heels and bring them over to the right side. So we're doing a little side stretch here. Make sure both hands are equally planted in the ground. And then heels come up over to the left side. Couple more times at your own pace. Kind of playing with this variation of down dog. Waking up the side body. And then coming to your regular down dog. Step or jump your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up while you sit back, chair pose. We're gonna stay here for a moment. So really feel the full energy of this pose. Shoulders down and back. Make sure you're not curving up or curving down too much. A nice flat back. Your feet are pressing into the ground equally. Maybe play with bringing your weight up to your toes and then back down. 3 more breaths where you are. Belly button to spine, warming up the body. On your next inhale, rise up for a moment, and then we're gonna sway back down and then come right back up to chair. This is called flying chair. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale up, sway down, and then with control, find your chair. 1 more time. Meeting in chair. Inhale, arms up, swaying to your sides to mountain for a moment, and then right back up to heart center. 1 breath here. Inhale, arms reach absolute. Exhale, swan dive, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more breath in down dog. And inhale, right leg to the sky, reach it high. 3-legged dog. Toes face towards the ground, so make sure your hips are in line. Inhale, kiss your knee. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, kiss your knee. 3-legged dog. From here, sweep your foot forward, planting it between your palms, low lunge. Drop your back knee, and then sit back in half Hanuman. Before we do that, make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. Your hips are down and heavy. Sit back half Hanuman, stretching your right leg. And then we're going to sway through those 3 motions of the same movement. So we're going to come forward, inhale here, extend spine. Exhale, half Hanuman. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, half Hanuman. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, half Hanuman. And then coming back to your low lunge. So planting your hands by your foot, extending that back leg. From here, you're gonna bring your back leg up to meet your front leg, forward fold. Bend your knees and lengthen. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up through each vertebrae. Arms to the sky, heart center. 1 breath here. Inhale, arms reach absolute. Exhale, swan dive, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling down dog. Walking out your down dog. A breath here. Then inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Once again, make sure your toes are facing the ground, hips in line. Inhale, bring your knee to your chest. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale, knee to your chest. Exhale, 3-legged dog. And then sweep your foot forward, finding low lunge on this side. We'll drop our back knee, keeping those heavy hips, and then sit back half Hanuman. Dropping the head, focusing on the stretch on this left leg now. Inhaling, extending the spine, extending the back leg. Exhale, half Hanuman. 2 more times, rolling through this little wave-like motion. And then coming forward, We will meet in low lunge. From here, gaze about 2 feet ahead of you, and then pick your back leg up, meeting in forward fold. This time, walk your hands over to your right side so you can stretch the right side body. And then we'll walk ourselves over to the left side. And then back to the middle. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up, upward salute. This time, heart opens towards the sky, a mini back bend here. Arms to heart center. Inhale, up salute. Exhale, swan dive, chaturanga. Now, if you want to make this a little chiller of a chaturanga, you can always bend your knees, come down, and then just go to a cobra, maybe even a child's pose before down dog. We'll all meet in down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky, toes down, extend that leg. This time, open up your hip by bending your right knee. Inhaling here, both hands equally pressing into the mat. And then find that three-legged dog. Knee to chest and right back up. From here, bring your knee forward, finding low lunge. We'll rise up to crescent lunge. Hands rise up. Make sure your hips are in line here. And then shoulders down and back, arms up. I'm gonna just switch around so I can face you guys. One more breath here, belly button to spine. Exhale, warrior two. So bring your left foot at a 45-degree angle, front foot forward, arms wide with energy. Look over your right fingertips. And then we'll just workshop for a moment. So bouncing your knee, feeling all corners of your warrior two. Then we'll come to a still and strong warrior two. And reach your right arm forward, scoop up to reverse warrior. Inhaling here. Exhale, elbow to right knee, left arm reaches over ear. Couple more times. Inhale, reverse warrior. See if you can extend your right leg at the same time. Exhale, side angle, elbow to knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, and we'll stay here for a moment. Left arm reaches over our ear. From here, keep this exact pose, but we're gonna let our arm be free. So bring our left arm in circles, over and around. Kind of a little shoulder socket massage. And then other direction. Finding freedom in structure and in balance. From there, you're gonna bring your hands down to the ground and face the middle of your mat. You're gonna drop into this wide-legged stretch. So your hands can be in the center of the mat. It can be at the backs of your legs, wherever feels good. You can even move your hips from side to side. Remember to breathe. Bending your knees and lengthening. Inhale, halfway lift. So hands come just below shoulders, extend spine. Exhale back down to the ground. Next inhale, we're gonna bend our right knee and extend our left leg. And then we'll roll back over through the middle, bending the left knee, extending the right. Keep doing this for a moment and maybe play with picking your hands off of the ground. Once again, within structure, finding a little bit of freedom. And then we'll meet in the middle for that wide-legged stretch again. One more breath here. And then bring your attention to your right foot. We're gonna just shift our body over and our toes are gonna face the same direction. So now we're in a runner's lunge. Awesome. If you can, extend both legs and try to let your head drop so you can really feel this full triangle stretch. From here, we're gonna add one more layer. So bring your hand to your ankle or just on your shin. You can even put it on your foot if you feel good there. And then bring your left hand up, reaching towards the sky. So we're opening up the hips here in this triangle variation. Then we're gonna drop that left arm towards the ground. We're gonna do the other side. So bring your right arm up to the sky. And back down to the ground. From here, look about a foot ahead of you. Bring your back leg up to meet your front foot. Bending your knees and lengthening. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees, rising up. Salute. Find that heart opener again. And arms to heart center. Moment to breathe. Inhale, arms reach up, salute. Exhale, swan dive, your chaturanga of choice. Meeting in down dog. The left leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Breathe in here, toes facing the earth. Now, bend your left knee, opening up that hip. A couple of breaths here, opening up that hip. Making sure both hands are planted in the ground. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, swing your foot forward into low lunge. First, make sure your alignment is good here. Ankle and knee are in line. And then with energy, pick your upper body up, crescent lunge. Breathe here for a moment and I'll switch sides. Belly button to spine. One more breath here. And on the exhale, warrior two. Your back foot is at 45-degree angle. Looking over your left fingertips, then find those bounces on this side. Just warming up our warrior two. And then come to a still and strong position. Left arm reaches forward, scoops up, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, elbow to knee. Right arm over ear. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach to the back, open up that side. Exhale, side angle, right arm reaches forward. Now take a moment to feel a strong stance here, and then let your arm move in circles freely around. And then reverse direction, breathing with this motion. Then coming to a still place, we'll bring our hands down, meeting in this forward fold, wide-legged stance once more. Dropping your head, maybe playing with a different position for your arms. Three more breaths. Hands come right below shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up just to goddess pose. So our knees are still bent, belly button to spine. Hands come in front for heart center, bringing your shoulders down and back. We're gonna stay here for a moment, feeling the strength of this pose. You can sway side to side if that helps. If you want to challenge, you can come up to your tipsy toes and work those legs and that core. You're welcome to try a new arm position if you'd like. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, star pose, arms reach up, lengthen each part of our body. From here, bring your gaze forward towards your right arm. Or actually towards your left arm for you. Towards your left arm. And then you'll step to meet both feet at the front of your mat. Arms come to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, release. Inhale, arms up, salute. Exhale, swan dive down, chaturanga. Meeting in down dog. Walking out our down dog for a moment. This place of home, as we come back to many times. Now walk gently, moving each hip to the front of the mat. From here, we can bend our knees and lengthen. And then roll up through each vertebrae, standing tall. Inhale, arms up, salute, and to heart center once more. Bringing your arms up and then down to the sides. We'll go into our first or next balancing pose, eagle pose. So bringing your right arm below, wrapping around, fingertips on palm. Right leg comes up and around the left leg. Make sure your elbows are up and away from your shoulders. Kind of a nice scapula stretch. Focusing on something that's not moving right in front of you. And it kind of helps for me to look at my thumb first and then bring my gaze to something beyond. You can play with bending your knee and lengthening. One more breath here. This strong and grounding pose. Now listen carefully. We're going to release our arms as our right knee comes up. Pendulum swing your leg behind you. Make sure you have a pelvic tilt so not your lower back is crunched, so it's nice and long. And then we're gonna sway down to our comfort level, flying in this flying position. And then we're gonna come right back up, pendulum swing that right knee. Coming into warrior 3 now, kind of playing with our edges there. We're gonna go and bring our leg right behind us with strength. So toes, our foot is flexed, toes are on the ground. And then you wanna come so you are basically flat here. You can play with your arms behind you, to the sides of you, or at heart center. One more breath here. And then bring your hands to the mat, standing split. Reach your leg as high as you can, and then bend your knee back down to forward fold. We're gonna go into a little transition, just a squat. So opening up your legs, so your feet are outwards and pointing out, and then your arms will be at heart center. You can play with, if you want a little more room for your back and you need to lengthen your spine in any direction. So just find what's right for you in this transition. One more breath. And then plant your hands down and come back to forward fold. So bringing your feet together. Grabbing the big toes if you can, maybe the bottoms of your feet. maybe just your ankles. Can bend your knees to do this. You really want your upper body to relax forward. Deepening stretch. Now release your grasp and then bend your knees, inhaling all the way up to standing tall. Arms rise up into heart center. Taking a moment before our other side. Arms come to your sides, ready for eagle on this side. So you'll bring your left arm this time underneath and then wrapping around, fingertips on palm. First, make sure this is set. So bring your elbows up and slightly away. Shoulders in the back, the scapula should be stretching a little bit. At the same time, your shoulders are down and back. Your left knee comes up and then wraps around your right leg. Find your eagle position. So maybe you need to go a little lower. Maybe you're challenging yourself with that. Really just focus on finding your place. And finding something to focus on is very important too. For me, it's a tree in front of me. One of the beautiful trees in this park. One more breath. And then we'll release our arms, bringing our left knee up, and then pendulum swing behind us. Arms flying, kind of playing with our edges here. And then our leg comes right back up, knee to chest. Ready for warrior 3 on this side. So, first things first, with energy, bring your foot back, flexed foot. You can put your hands on your hips if that helps. And then tilt forward. You don't want one part, you don't want your leg or your body to be lower. The goal is that they're in line. So it's a bit of a core work as well. Belly button to spine. Focus on something on the ground. Maybe play with your arms in a different direction. Can bend your knee as well, if that helps. One more breath. And then release your hands to the ground, standing split, left leg to the sky. And then bending your legs, meeting in forward fold. Bending your knees and lengthening. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up through each vertebrae, arms rise up high to heart center. Collecting ourselves for the next part of class. Inhale, absolute. Exhale, our last chaturanga. Step or jump back, exhaling down. Inhale, up dog, meeting in down dog. Enjoy one more full body breath in your down dog. And then bend your knees, coming to a tabletop position. Here, you're welcome to play with your toes curled so you can stretch your heels a little bit. And we'll wag, or stretch our feet a little bit, and wag your tail from side to side. We're gonna find that cat-cow sequence we did before. Inhaling, cow. Coming through an up dog. Exhaling, coming through a child's pose almost to come to your cat. Just kind of do what feels good to you. Notice maybe what's loosening up a little more. And then we'll come to a tabletop position. And bring your right knee over so that it's in the middle of the mat, kind of facing perpendicular. Left leg is extended. From here, we're gonna bring our arms up like a cartwheel, like a windmill. Coming over, stretching towards that leg. Now you can bring your toes out towards, yeah, exactly, you're doing it. And then inhale, we're gonna come back down, but keep this pose for our legs. Exhale here. Inhale, coming right back over. Once again, playing with freedom within the structure. Couple more times. And then we'll come to a push-up position. From here, we'll stay here for one breath. Nice strong push-up. Then exhale down to the mat. Up dog position. Exhale, child's pose. We'll stay here for a moment. You're welcome to take a sip of water if you like. Next, inhale, press your hands into the mat, and we'll come to that tabletop position. Just a little wag of the tail, and a regular cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Couple times. Then coming to a still tabletop, you'll bring your left knee over, perpendicular, right leg extended. From here, inhale your arms up, leaning over for this side leg and body stretch, and then right back over. Exhaling on the down, inhaling on the up. Or in other words, find your own breath. Something that feels good with your movement. And then coming back to our arms on the ground, keeping a tabletop position now. We're gonna bring the right leg behind us extended. And then reach it up, dropping the ribs, finding a cow here with our legs up in the air. And then inhaling to cat, or inhale cow, exhale cat. And then place that knee down, other side. Inhaling cow, exhale cat. Inhaling cow, exhale cow. Now sitting back, we're gonna bring our legs over to one side and meet at the front of the mat. You might still want to make sure your legs are on the mat though, not on the grass. We're gonna do boat pose. Before we do boat though, we're gonna do something nice for the back. So we're gonna do a little ball rolling back and forth. Make sure your chin is tucked and you're super curvy here. So 3 times gently, rolling like a ball. And coming right back up, you can bring your legs in for a little hug and we'll go into boat pose. So, finding a nice long spine, roll down to a point that feels where you can hold your core up. Bring your arms out in front of you. Now, bring your legs up as well. You want to make sure that you're not sinking in, but you're finding a nice long spine. Energy through the fingers and through the toes help. 3 more breaths here in high boat. You can always bend the knees slightly. We'll go to low boat. So you lower all the way down, but your head and your feet are hovering above. 3 breaths here. And high boat if you can do it. And back to low boat. And then release everything down to the ground. Stretch your arms, stretch your toes. You can wiggle if that feels nice. Then bring your hands over to your side. And we'll do bridge. So bring your feet up just low, like a few inches away from your body. And your hands to the ground. Tilt your pelvis, lower back is on the ground. And then inhaling, roll up through to bridge. You should feel your weight on your shoulders and your feet holding you up here. Gazing up at the sky, this blue sky, a canvas. And then exhaling, rolling through each vertebrae, back down. We'll do bridge 2 more times. So tilting the pelvis, lower back, flat on the mat. Inhaling up and breathe here in your bridge. If you want to add a little challenge, you can lift up the right leg, trying to keep the hips level, and then lift up the left leg. And we'll roll through back down to the ground. One more time at your own pace, tilting the pelvis, inhaling up to bridge pose. Then we'll roll all the way back down to the ground. Bring your knees in and hug them like a ball. And then as you roll your spine back, keep your knees up and bring them to your armpits. This variation of the hip gently. Here, drop your left knee down and then bring your left ankle. Do like figure 4 stretch. So you can put your hands right behind your left leg, and then opening up the hip here with your elbow. Enjoying this stretch for a few breaths. And then release that leg, bringing your left foot to the ground first, then to the ground. Left ankle cup in front of your right leg this time. Grabbing your leg behind. One more breath. And then release that foot down. And legs long. We have just a few more yin style poses. Banana asana. So bring your legs over to the right side and then bring your hands over to the right side. All of your bones are touching the ground. So you're not tilting one direction or another. You're just rested on the ground, but your legs are over to the right and your arms are over to the right. And here you can bring one arm over the other, or you can bring your left foot over your right foot. Breathe here in your banana asana. Few more breaths. Opening up this side body where many of our meridian channels run. One more breath here. And then walk your legs over to the left side for Banana Asana on the left side. Stretching this side as well. One more breath on this side. And then coming back to center, stretching your limbs. And bring attention, second. So that's basically butterfly, but we're gonna be laying down as you are. So play with this. If your lower room, you can put your open up the legs in bound angle below beneath your tush. You can bring them to your belly, or one to your heart center, one to your belly, and feel your breath come in and out, just like waves, in and out. You're welcome to stay there, or if you'd like to come to the classic Shavasana, you will extend your legs, bring your arms to your sides, heels facing together, toes falling to the side, allowing your body to rest in this moment. Receiving all of the benefits from this evening's class and letting be. Beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe gazing up at the sky. It's beautiful blue, clear sky. And then coming over to whatever side feels good for you. Picking yourself back up to where we began. To end our class today, you're welcome to join me in butterfly pose to start. So we'll bring our feet together, just as we did on the ground, and then use your elbows, if you'd like, to deepen this stretch. Dropping your head forward. Breathing here and hopefully releasing a little more from the back body. Grounded as the earth holds you. Two more breaths here. And then inhaling, picking yourself back up. And then put your hands on your knees and we're just gonna move the chest around. Kind of feeling all parts. Maybe feeling a little more opened up in some areas, a little more relaxed. And then we'll bring ourselves to easy pose. Maybe the opposite leg in front this time. And find those breaths as we did in the beginning of class. Deep body breaths, nice long spine, shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms reach up to heart center. Thank you so much for joining us. And here's to your creativity. Namaste. Expressing yourself in each moment. So what were your names again? Ava, and then Elisa. They're so similar. Couldn't remember. But nice to meet you. Yeah.